Welcome to Costa Rica Travel Vlog Part 4, where we visit La Fortuna Waterfall, do a Rainforest Chocolate Tour, and I lose my wallet. Wah wah. First stop today, La Fortuna Waterfall. We paid about 20 USD per person to get into the waterfall, and there was a huge 500 steps down to the pool at the bottom. All along the stairs there were people coming back up that were resting on certain platforms, and yeah, I wasn't looking forward to that climb back up, but going down was pretty fast and exciting.
A few moments later.
Being down at the base of the waterfall was absolutely incredible. There were all these hanging vines and vegetation, and the water was so crystal clear, but also pretty cold. I won't lie to you, it took me a little bit to get in, and when we got into it, we saw that we were swimming with the fishes, which was pretty cool. I actually managed to touch one of them once, and then they were all very wary of me and swam out of my reach very easily. I'm sure they're used to tourists swimming amongst them all the time. Here I am trying to acclimate to the freezing cold water. I take a long time to get into things and get swimming. Riley was game too, but Kieran decided to sit this one out. He was not digging the cold water. I found it actually really refreshing. We climbed our way over to the other side, closer to the waterfall. It was so cool swimming at the base of the waterfall. It pretty much felt like a wave pool, and they had 2 lifeguards watching everyone, making sure no one went too close. Here I am, harassing the fish again. Poor things. Sorry, fishies. Such a good time. It's such a unique experience. It was very deep by the waterfall, actually, so you had to be a strong swimmer. And again, my kids don't want to be filmed. They are so over it by the end of this trip. A few poses in front of the waterfall, and then we start the climb back up. Costa Rica. It's always leg day. 500 steps to the top. Whew. We did that earlier. Yeah, that was us earlier.
You like it?
Oh, it was amazing. We did the seven run.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So, verdict. How was it?
It's good.
That's alright.
Done.
It was okay.
It was okay. Really?
I don't know. I don't know if it was worth like $80. If the water was warmer.
Well,
If
it's
the water
natural.
was like so much. I know. But like, if the water was warmer, if the hot springs are natural.
Yeah.
But they're saying now they regret the hot springs.
What?
They said we'd rather be there.
Why'd you say?
So my verdict. I think that was worth every penny. That was awesome. I loved it. I loved the fish. The cold water was fine. It was like going in a lake in cottage country. The waterfall was gorgeous. I loved everything about it. Especially the couple that was upset because there were tourists there. They had, what did they have? They had a book. They had music playing. They had it set up like a day at the beach, and then they were upset because people were climbing over rocks next to them. Came to the wrong place. Read the Google reviews, people. We're doing a chocolate tour.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
She's lying. She's a liar.
Chocolate tour.
She's lying. She's lying to you guys.
This was our first sloth sighting of the trip. right at the end. This was a male two-toed sloth sleeping in the tree, and our host said that she got to see him climb down for his weekly poop once. We got to wander around the orchard with all the cacao trees. It was so fascinating to see how the flowers turn into the giant fruits, and they only get harvested twice a year. Then off to the drying racks, where we got to test some sun-dried chocolate cacao beans.
So my friend, how many days is supposed to be the seed here? So that depends on the weather. When we have more rain, usually it's 4 weeks.
Tastes good, eh? It tastes like when you eat 90% chocolate, right?
This one is like 100.
That's good. Yeah, 100% chocolate. I like it.
Riley, what are you doing?
It's not that bad, right?
Riley. Stop, you shouldn't have ate the whole thing.
They leave the leaf litter on the ground because mosquitoes are one of their biggest pollinators. So the mosquitoes will fly around to the tiny flowers and pollinate them and turn them into fruit. It's pretty fascinating that a lot of the flowers don't even turn into fruit. Seems like cacao is a very tough thing to harvest. They can only harvest it twice a year, and a lot of it depends on the weather and the pollinators. Cacao, as big as my head.
Oh my god!
Oh,
You did it!
that sounded good.
Look at that.
We got to try some fresh cacao beans in their slimy little packets. This actually kind of tasted like mango.
And sucking it like a candy.
Okay. And yeah, slippery, slimy, kind of weird, but delicious in a strange and gross way.
Just sucking it. Could you believe that this thing is durian's family? My face's family. Yeah. Yeah, but thanks God doesn't taste like durian. From 40 to 60 degrees Celsius, you can cook your... It's not to eat, okay?
Next up, sniffing some roasted beans. Smells kind of like roasted coffee. Here's Riley getting really into it. And then all the different boxes where they ferment the cacao fruit and then dry them out and then roast them. We got to try another roasted bean. I had trouble breaking it open, but once I managed to get it open, it was pretty delicious. Toasted and roasted.
There we go.
Riley had a chance to crush and grind the beans and got a little assist from our hostess.
Like this. Teamwork made the dream come true. Do you remember that the indigenous people that used to make this used to be a job for men in that time? Get to the end, don't listen. Get to the end, don't listen. Don't eat it. Okay? As you can see, the last someone ate the seed.
Then it was Kieran's turn to help out. He was grinding up the beans. Before this process, they had separated out the shells from the actual cocoa beans by just kind of throwing them in the air, and the shells would float to the ground.
Thank you very much. And now your money. And now your...
Finally, we got to taste the processed milk chocolate or dark chocolate. We had a choice, and then they set us up with some nectar of the gods, some actual melted hot chocolate. It was delicious, but I don't think Riley was a fan. This tour was so much fun, so informative. I had no idea what goes into chocolate making, or traditional chocolate making, I guess. We got to eat a lot of chocolate at the end, just spoonfuls and spoonfuls, and we got to add all kinds of ingredients. And then afterwards, it was back to the main area where we got to play with doggies. And there was a cat in the jungle chasing lizards and stuff. What a great life for these animals.
3 hours later.
Okay, so story time. I realized I don't have my wallet, and today we ate here for lunch, and we didn't realize she doesn't take card. So we were short 1 colone, and I was so flustered because this woman, her food was so good, and we ate and we shorted her one colone, $1, and it really sucked, and I was really flustered, and I left my wallet on the counter, not realizing. So we came back, and I did Google Translate, and I asked her for my wallet, and she spoke to me in Spanish, and she explained someone else has the wallet, she's calling someone, and I was like, okay, well, I guess we have to eat here again. But it's amazing, like the food's amazing, and it's cheap. So we just had to drive into town and had to figure out how to use a bank machine, and we went, I think there's a dog about to pee on our car. Oh no! But it's okay, the dog moved on. Yeah, so we went and we got dinero, and we came back, and now we're gonna eat here again. And I feel like an idiot, and I'm hoping that whoever she called will bring my wallet before we have to leave, because it's our last night here, and yay adventure. We ate at this soda while waiting for my wallet to be returned, and the lady called her English-speaking friends, and they just explained to me that it was at the police station, which was conveniently on our way home. This food, again, was delicious. The dog kept trying to mooch our food. Luckily, he didn't pee on our car. But look at him begging. Then off to the police station. See the police station in the background? So I just picked up my wallet, and they were so sweet, and they said I looked like the girl from Sixpence None the Richer because of my hair in the passport. Yeah, what an adventure. I'm totally gonna miss this place. It was amazing having a volcano at the end of our street. This trampoline was so much fun. I highly recommend taking a trip to Costa Rica. It is such an amazing place, and it was so nice to not be in a resort and just kind of drive around and meet the locals. I'm Alana McCarthy. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. I'll be making more of these videos in the future. Thanks for coming along. Bye.